Hey there, you're with Salty Happy Australia Day. Today we're having a looking at a VOX AV30. These come out in about 2017. They're a 10-inch driven 30-watt solid-state amplifier, and they're a modelling amp. So they're VOX's probably a progression of their valve state. I actually really like the styling on this. They haven't tried to mimic the AC30 look, which they're totally famous for, or the AC15, but they've gone something new, that kind of 60s TV style kind of thing. I really like it. What does it have? It has 30 watts of solid state power. It also has a valve in the pre-stage and a valve in the power stage. So there's two 12AX7 valves in there, and you can do a bit of fat, you can do a bit of bright. There's some modulation. It's pretty cool. The other thing it also has, and you'll see it in the still, and I don't have the foot switch, but it's a dual channel amp in that all those 8 amps are available over 2 channels. So if you had the foot switch, you could conceptually switch from an AC30 to Mesa Boogie dual rectifier while you're playing, which is pretty cool. Now I'm going to use the loopy AB switcher to switch between 2 guitars. We're going to throw a single coil at it in the Jazzmaster and the Gretsch in humbuckers, and they're really quite a low output pickup, so we'll get a bit of a feel for it. It has an effects loop, so the board's in the game, delay, chorus, tremolo, flanger, some fuzz, the Keeley Oxblood, which is a Centaur clone, and the tuner. So that's all on the floor. The only thing I'd probably be a little bit critical of, because I'm an elitist snob, the effects loop's not switchable, and in that you can't bring the effects loop in and then take it out. It's on all the time. So if you've got a noisy board or a noisy pedal, you're going to get some noise. But all good. Let's have a bit of a look at it. At the moment we're on clean 1. Let's have a look at what clean 1's supposed to be. Clean 1 2x12 combo amplifier with large amounts of headroom. This is a smooth high end and a thick low end. Right? Take the aux blade out of the way. And I must say, we're learning together. I turned this thing on about an hour ago. I'm pretty confident my levels are right, but I've not had to play with it at all. Switch over to Jazzmaster single coils. So you can hear those higher output pickups. That's holding up pretty well for a 10-inch. Tape delay. Nice. Alright. So in the preamp stage, we'll stick to this clean 1 channel, which is, you know, VOX AC30 kind of sound, and we'll go bright. That's bright. Bright off, fat on. Bassman territory. So let's move on to the Clean 2, which is actually intended to replicate that Fender Bassman 4x10 kind of sound. Let's go. That's pretty bloody good. We'll move on to the next amp style, which is our Crunch 1. And what do they say about a Crunch 1? So AC15 dimed. So the AC15 was the amp that everybody used until nobody could be heard. And then we went to the AC30. But let's have a look at this in the single coil configuration. Crunch 2. What do they say about Crunch 2? Crunch 2, AC30 top boost. There's one sitting right there. Obviously not hand wound in England, but let's have a look at that. Probably. Let's switch to the humbuckers. I've got a funny feeling. Probably a hell of a lot closer to that Bassman sound that I hear on Zoomer. That Neil Young big fat sound. Yeah, it's holding up fine. It's really good. Moving to OD1. Let's have a look at OD1. And don't forget, we're learning together. I don't know anything about this amp. 70s classic rock, whilst being able to provide a dynamic, clean tone. Fender Twin or a high watt? I reckon a high watt, actually. Let's have a look. That's all high watt to me. All right, moving on to the next one. I think it's Crunch. high gain one. High gain one that was born in the 90s. So look, it's JCM 900, 800 territory. That's all JCM. And it's feeding back. Last one. High gain 2. Okay, so we're looking at probably Mesa territory. Maybe PV 5150. So we've got a bit of flanger in there and a bit of super high gain. We got the ox blood over the top, which is the centaur clone over the top of that high gain sound. Also, look, very, very usable amp, extremely usable. I haven't looked at the post stuff. Turn that down so we don't get some noise. Really, really, really very good for a 10-inch speaker in this kind of environment. Looks cool, sounds great, really, really usable. Again, happy Australia Day. There's a bit of editing to do on this one, but thanks for listening. Bye.